to step-by-step, 5b. You're given x squared over x to the third. You need to figure out your vertical and horizontal asymptotes. We recognize that if you do x cubed is really x times x times x, and x squared is just x times x. If I cancel those together, class, that's called a removable hole. What do I write in this box? Partner B, tell partner A. Darian, what do I write in that box? Yep. Oh, we just did this problem on the previous problem, right? Class, how do I get rid of the power of 2? X is a positive and negative 0. Class, can 0 be both positive and negative? No, so x is not equal to 0. Where the vertical line of x equals 0, the graph's going to have a removable hole there. Okay? Alright. Partner A, tell your partner what are the degrees of both the top and the bottom. Diana, what is the degree on the top? You can look at the original problem. 2. And the bottom? There's a 2. And there's a 3. Talk to your partner about what inequality do you put in there and what's going to happen based on your formula sheet. 10 seconds. Ready, set, go. Marlene, what inequality should I put in there? Should I put a less than, greater than, or equals? 2 is smaller or less than. And then based on our formula sheet, Mylene, what is our result? Less than. Less than. Yeah. We're going to always have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. Okay. Let's review what we've done so far. We wanted to see if there's any vertical asymptotes or points of discontinuities. We have a removable hole. We also did the horizontal asymptote. Let's go ahead and draw those on our picture. Using a ruler or some kind of straight edge. Here, my removable hole is somewhere here, or something's happening. And then I have the horizontal asymptote here. Partner A, read from your formula sheet. What's step number 3 in graphing a rational function? Brandon, what's step number 3? We're going to make a table of values. So I asked you guys to kind of reserve this spot below. And it's kind of weird, but we're going to do a horizontal table of values. Table of values is just a way of organizing your answers. And why I chose to use this one is because this red line, Your vertical, anything that happens on the domain restrictions, a vertical asymptote or possibly what we have here is a removable hole, I'm going to write that number on the x-axis, so that's 0. Everyone say to the left, 2 to the right. I want you to pick two numbers to the left. -1, -2. Pick two numbers to the right of 0. 1 and 2. All our table of values is just organizing our answers. You can use your calculator if you want to. I'll show you how to do mine after we do it by hand so you know what you're doing. If I take x equals 0, class, what's 0 squared? 0. And 0 cubed? 0 divided by 0 is undefined. Class, what does the U stand for? Undefined. Remember, can you divide by 0? The answer is no. This is a big idea of this chapter. Okay? Let's try another one. 1. Class, what's 1 squared? 1 cubed? 1 divided by 1 is 1. 2. 2 squared? Class, what's 2 squared? 4. And 2 to the third power. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So 4 divided by 8 is $4. There's 8 of you. How much do you each get? $2? Try that again. There's $4 and there's 8 of your friends, 8 of your siblings. How much do you each get? 50 cents. You say you don't like math? Guess you guys don't like money, huh? Okay. Let me show you guys. I haven't figured it out on the other one. I have, but if I put this into my calculator, parentheses, x squared, close parentheses, divided by x cubed. You must use parentheses. And if I go to my second and then my graph or my table, it actually spits out all the answers for me. 0 is undefined, 1, 1, 2.5, -1, -1, and -2.5. Whoops, that's 0.5. 0.5. How do I get these answers? You just put in -1 squared, so you can do this with your regular calculator. Now, this is where students are getting mistakes, okay? Parentheses, -1 squared. You must use parentheses. You will get a wrong answer. That is 1, and then I can do -1 to the third power, and then I know that 1 divided by -1, or you can even put it in there, you get -1. Does that make sense? Let's try -2. -2 squared is 4. -2 cubed, what do you think it's going to be? -8. So 4 divided by -8 gives me -0.5. That's how I got that one. Okay? Alright. That's how we got our table of values. What do we do next? Plot the points and draw the graph. So let's plot our points. -2.5. -1, -1. 0, there is no point, right? That's why it's called undefined. Right 1, up 1. Right 2, 0.5. Okay, when you're doing your rational functions, all you kind of need to know is, are the points either below or above your horizontal asymptote. In this case, over here, it is below. And over here, it's what? Above. And you already knew what this graph looked like. For the past couple days, we've been looking at characteristics. And x to the third, is this even or odd? Odd. So remember, it starts down, ends up. Do you guys remember that? And then if you just graph it, whoops. I gotta convert my calculator really quick. Mode, degrees, zoom, 6. And that's my graph. Today, you're learning to graph rational functions without using technology, doing it by hand.